Welcome back to Whispered Ages. Today, we're taking a deep dive literally into the Arabian Sea to uncover one of India's most profound mysteries, the lost city of Dwarka. For many, this is the legendary kingdom of Lord Krishna, a name that is echoed through millennia in songs and scriptures. But what if this mythical place was real? What if a golden city, once thought to exist only in stories, is now waiting to be rediscovered beneath the waves? Join us as we explore the astonishing evidence that suggests the legend of Dwarka is not just a myth, but a submerged historical reality. According to the ancient Hindu texts, particularly the Mahabharata and the Puranas, Dwarka was a city of unparalleled magnificence. It was founded by Lord Krishna on the coast of Saurashtra, a sanctuary for his people. The scriptures paint a picture of a meticulously planned metropolis, protected by high walls and filled with shimmering palaces of gold, silver, and precious stones. It was a bustling hub of trade, culture, and spirituality, a beacon of prosperity. But these same texts carry a somber prophecy. After Krishna's departure from the mortal world, the glorious city of Dwarka would be reclaimed by the sea. For centuries, this story was cherished as a powerful allegory, a tale of divine creation and cosmic cycles. The idea of a real, physical Dwarka was considered pure mythology. That is, until the turn of the 21st century, when a startling discovery off the coast of modern-day Dwarka, in Gujarat, India, would challenge everything we thought we knew. In the early 2000s, scientists from India's National Institute of Ocean Technology were conducting routine surveys of the seabed in the Gulf of Cambay. They weren't looking for lost cities. They were mapping the ocean floor. But their sonar equipment picked up something extraordinary. Geometric patterns stretching for miles, deep beneath the water. These weren't natural rock formations. They appeared to be the distinct outlines of a massive, ancient city. The news sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. Subsequent underwater expeditions were launched, and what divers found was breathtaking. They reported immense stone structures, well-defined foundations, and what looked like paved streets and public squares, all buried under layers of sediment. The scale was immense, suggesting a settlement far larger and more complex than anything previously imagined for that era. The most mind-boggling part: carbon dating of artifacts recovered from the site, including wood pieces and pottery shards, yielded dates as far back as 9,500 years ago. Let that sink in. 9,000-500 years. This would place the city thousands of years before the great civilizations of Mesopotamia and Egypt, making it potentially the oldest known city in the world. This discovery didn't just hint at a lost city. It threatened to completely rewrite the timeline of human civilization. If a society with advanced urban planning and construction skills existed in India over 9 millennia ago, it would force us to reconsider the very origins of settled life, agriculture, and complex societies. As explorers documented the ruins, the parallels to the mythical Dwarka became impossible to ignore. The underwater city was located in the very region where Krishna's kingdom was said to have stood. The layout of the ruins, a well-planned, fortified city near a river mouth, just as described in the scriptures, was uncanny. Divers found large, dressed stone blocks that could have been part of massive walls and buildings, and even artifacts like beads and tools that pointed to a sophisticated culture. Could these be the very remnants of the golden city described in the Mahabharata? Believers and many historians say yes. They argue that the ancient poets weren't just writing fiction. They were preserving the memory of a real historical event, the cataclysmic flooding of a great coastal city. The story of Dwarka's sinking, they suggest, is a form of collective memory, passed down through generations. However, the scientific community remains divided, and many questions persist. Is this really Dwarka, or an even older, previously unknown civilization from the end of the last ice age? The timeline is a major point of contention. While the 9,500-year-old date is astounding, many archaeologists are cautious, arguing that the artifacts might have been washed into the site from different locations and eras. They call for more rigorous testing and evidence before making such a monumental claim. So, if it wasn't a divine act that sank the city, what could have happened? Geologists propose several natural explanations. Around 10,000 years ago, the Earth was emerging from the Ice Age, and melting glaciers caused global sea levels to rise dramatically by hundreds of feet in some cases. A thriving coastal city could have easily been swallowed by the encroaching ocean over a few generations. Another theory points to a sudden, catastrophic event, like a massive earthquake or a tsunami, which could have submerged the city in a single, tragic day, perfectly mirroring the dramatic descriptions in the ancient texts. Despite years of research, the mystery of the Gulf of Cambay ruins remains one of the most tantalizing puzzles in modern archaeology. It's a place where science and myth collide. For spiritual seekers, it's physical proof of the stories that have shaped their faith for millennia. For historians, it's a potential key to unlocking a lost chapter of human history, a glimpse into a civilization that flourished and vanished long before our recorded timeline begins. What we have are fragments sonar images, stone structures silent beneath the waves, and ancient texts that speak of a city of gods. We may never know the full truth. The ocean guards its secrets well, and the depths of the Gulf of Cambay hold a story that we are only just beginning to piece together. Whether it was Krishna's fabled kingdom or a forgotten metropolis from a distant ice age, the discovery of this underwater world is a powerful reminder. It shows us that our past is far deeper and more mysterious than we can imagine, and that sometimes the line between legend and history is blurred by the tides of time. What other secrets lie buried beneath the waves, waiting to be rediscovered? The search for Dwarka continues, a quest for a city that exists in both myth and reality. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey with Whispered Ages. If you're fascinated by the world's greatest mysteries and lost civilizations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an expedition into the unknown. We'll see you next time.